Good morning, Dr.
How are you?
I'm brilliant.
I'm a women's health doctor, and the things women struggle with every week are very different from what social media talks about. This week alone, I saw the same women's health problems over and over and over again, and most women think they're normal, but just because something is common doesn't make it normal. In this video, I'm taking you through a real week in my life, not just what my days look like as a doctor, but the real issues that women come in with every single week and how I stay balanced doing this work.
Good morning, Dr. Matsuri. How are you today?
Good. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. I am taking you guys through a week in my life and showing you what I typically see women struggling with. Also, the many silent conditions that women tend to ignore, as well as how I managed to balance doing all of that together with like my own goals and life and everything in between. So, if you're a woman in your 20s, 30s, and even 40s, there's a high chance that you're dealing with at least one of these issues, if not more, and no one warned you. So, let's get into it.
PCOS is one of the most misunderstood and mismanaged conditions I see. Some women think it's just cysts on the ovaries and take it lightly. Others panic because they think it means their ovaries are damaged forever. In reality, PCOS is a metabolic and endocrine hormonal condition that looks different in every woman. No two women have the exact same issues with PCOS.
Dr. Matsuri, you should not look at what you see.
Thank you. Ready. So I just got done with what I thought would be a very quick appointment, but it ended up being like an hour long session, if not longer. But before I go for lunch, I wanted to quickly show you guys what PCOS typically looks like on an ultrasound and how we use ultrasound to diagnose. And I'm always talking about the different criteria. We don't obviously diagnose PCOS just by ultrasound. There's other features we look at. But on an ultrasound, I want to show you guys what we actually look for and what signs show you that someone might have PCOS. So I just opened up a site here. And so this is a typical ovary. And these little black things are actually follicles. And inside a follicle, you typically find an egg. So in a normal ovary, only one follicle grows big enough to release a mature egg. In PCOS, however, you have multiple little follicles. So how we diagnose PCOS is when I see the ovary looking like this, I have to measure the size. I'll do that, and get the average volume. And if it's more than 10, then that is diagnostic of PCOS. Or if there's more than 20 of these little follicles inside, this is a frozen image 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is a frozen image of 17. So I'm sure if I was to turn the probe around, I'd have even 20 maybe follicles inside. So that is a typical PCOS scan. Let's find a normal ultrasound finding.
So in comparison, this is what a normal ovary looks like on ultrasound. The ovary itself is much smaller with a smaller volume, as you can clearly see. And also you have less follicles and the sizes are bigger. So in that previous one that I showed you, I'll put it there for comparison on the side. You can clearly see that there are multiple follicles, right? And then here you have fewer ones. This scan was probably done before this person ovulated because of the size of the dominant follicle. So you have one follicle that you can clearly see is growing in the ovary. And that gives you the implication and understanding that this person was growing a follicle that eventually would have ovulated. So obviously, like I said many times, and I even have a whole video on this, we don't diagnose PCOS just by looking at the ovaries alone. It's a combination of things. We look at your hormones, your symptoms. Are you ovulating regularly or not? Do you have signs of, high male hormones in your body and all of these things? But if you want to go and watch that in detail, I do have multiple videos on PCOS. Go and watch them over here. The link is going to pop up somewhere on the screen. When conditions like PCOS aren't properly explained, symptoms get ignored and women continue to suffer in silence. And pain is one of the symptoms that women are taught to tolerate the most.
Access granted.
Not so udah mau yes sih namun jangan sih kuliah kan.
Mungkin kita finishing got self.
Painful periods are so common that women don't think to even question them. They just plan their lives around their cycle. They miss school, miss work, and carry painkillers everywhere. And they're told that that's just part of being a woman. But pain that disrupts your life every single month is not something you're meant to just tolerate. That pain is not normal. And this is how conditions like endometriosis get missed for years, not because women don't seek help, but because suffering has been normalized.
So I realized that I speak a lot about PCOS and hormones, but I don't think I've ever actually touched on endometriosis. So leave a comment below and let me know if you have any questions about endometriosis and if it's a topic that you'd want me to touch on. I'll be happy to talk about some things. It's been a busy day. I got to work and there were patients already waiting for me, but it's a bit calm now. And I'm 100% of the day doing my reports for January, so let's go into that.
When pain is normalized for years, bigger problems quietly develop, and fertility is often where women finally start connecting the dots. A lot of women assume that getting pregnant is easy and automatic or guaranteed, so they don't treat symptoms, they ignore changes in their cycles, they don't exercise, they eat anyhow. They underestimate how daily habits quietly shape fertility over time. By the time that many women start asking questions, years have already passed, not because they didn't care, but because no one taught them to think preventively. Fertility doesn't suddenly just become important when you want a baby. It's shaped quietly over years. And while some women struggle to get pregnant due to factors beyond their control, there is a huge proportion who struggle because they ignored symptoms or normalized pain that should have been acted on years back.
So I'm at the cafe now. I had some tasks that I needed to get done before I go home. I'm having a masala tea and an oat cookie. Working in and studying reproductive medicine has completely changed the way I view my hormones, like even down to what I drink and eat at the cafe.
I used to be a coffee and brownie girl, and if you watched my videos from med school, you'd know this. But when you start seeing how chronic stress, stimulants, and poor recovery affect hormonal balance, you start making better and quieter choices. A lot of women say, I don't feel like myself. Your hormones affect your mood, energy, sleep, and focus. What we do daily has long-term effects that we don't always see immediately. Waking up and immediately grabbing your phone, drinking coffee immediately after waking up on an empty stomach, never exercising, eating any and everything, sleeping at different times every day. Hormones are the link between your lifestyle and your long-term health. And I wish more women realize that your lifestyle is not just aesthetics and vibes. It's actually shaping what your health and body will look like in months and years to come.
Morning.
Good morning, Dr. Natalie.
How are you?
I'm good.
Right. Well, we got it. Yes. Let me go to change and then we can start. Okay.
So it's theatre day today. We have some laparoscopies and hysteroscopies, and I hope that the list stays that way and we don't have to do any open surgeries or none of them become complicated and turn into major surgeries, because it's been a long week and the girl is tired. Hivi kuna dawa za kuandika, naomba file. Ndio. Unaongea na Dr. Nathan. Mimi nimekula. Yes. Bado dessert tu. So we are done with procedures. Now I just have to order the medical patients and then see them in the ward, and then I can be done after the post-op reviews, and then I can finally head home. Done.
No, it's fine. I've been waiting for this week to end. It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
It's Friday.
Hamna nilitafutia nipigia?
No.
That's okay. Oh, yeah. Let me go and change.
When your body is constantly out of balance, it takes a toll. And this work, both living in a female body and caring for women, it can be exhausting. Unlike many other medical disciplines, women's health is both physically and emotionally heavy work. I see women who've been dismissed for years, women who've normalized pain, women who are only taken seriously when something goes wrong. Burnout is something I think about often, not just for my patients, but for myself too. I strongly believe that balance is not optional in this field. It's necessary. It's how you stay human as a doctor. If there's one thing that I hope you take from this week, it's this. Your body is always communicating. Listening earlier changes everything. And if you're navigating any of this is the space where we talk about it honestly. Comment what you'd like me to touch on in detail, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.